Their position, according to Chris Wood. Of course, you can catch that entire conversation today at 3:30 p.m. right here on ET Now. But let me now welcome on board Ramani Dathi as well, the CFO at TeamLease Services, to figure out what exactly is happening in the labour market. Ramani, great to have you on the show. Thank you so much for your time as always. Ramani, the big talking point, of course, has been AI and how that's going to eat into jobs. Having said that, I think it's going to start with white-collar America and not here in India. But are you already seeing of signs of at least that panic set in, if at all?
Yeah, hi, good morning. So firstly, the panic has been around for more than a year now, and whatever impact that the IT services had to take, that we have already seen. And a large number of jobs, especially in development and testing, have already been taken over or in the process of being taken over by the AI and related tools. But at the same time, especially over the last 6 months, we've been seeing some sort of pickup in the overall hiring trend. But these are very specific in only few skill sets like cloud management. Cybersecurity has definitely become a big element for large part of hirings, be it on GCCs or Indian IT services. And also now, there is a large number of open positions we are seeing coming for AI-specific skills like AI data leads, data analyst, forensic analysts, and data annotations. So these are the new jobs or new kind of positions that we are seeing getting into the market. But the traditional IT skills, which are largely into development, testing, so these are right now under, we can say that, under kind of threat because of AI.
Interesting. Ramani, hi, this is Harsh here. Give us a sense on what are hiring trends currently reflecting? Because there has been plenty of chatter about how employment trends in India haven't really picked up. Are you also seeing that in the data that you're seeing? And are you expecting a sort of a pickup going forward?
Yeah. So as if we take overall employment trends, not specific to IT, I would say barring IT, rest of the industries are doing kind of okay. We are not seeing any kind of sluggishness in other industries. BFSI, in fact, whole of last year was kind of disappointment in terms of net new jobs that they have generated. However, looking at the current open positions, looks like even BFSI is slightly recovering. Consumer verticals like FMCG, telecom, retail, quick commerce, they are kind of doing in line with what they were doing same as last year. But maybe 2 years back, these industries were doing relatively higher hirings. Net new jobs are relatively more. Compared to that trend, right now, I can say the open positions may be down by about 10-15% across all these non-IT sectors.
Okay. And Ramani, also in terms of the skill sets that you are talking about, where IT hiring is concerned, is the ticket size of the CTC or the packages materially higher versus what they used to be earlier? You're saying that there's hiring for specific roles. I'm trying to understand, given that there's a higher demand for those roles, are the compensation or the packages materially higher versus earlier?
Absolutely. As you rightly mentioned, for these specific skill sets like the cybersecurity, AI leads, data analysts, for these kind of skill sets, currently the premium is almost 50 to 80% than what it used to be like 6 months back, because there is high demand, not just from IT service companies, even non-tech companies, because right now every organization is compelled to invest in AI transformation, in other digitization initiatives. So across organization, be they are into IT, non-IT, and on top of that, now we have GCCs also hiring big time across these skill sets. So there is a disproportionate high premium for these specific skill sets, while we are seeing a lot of pressure on salary levels for other traditional skill sets.
Beyond the tier 1 cities, Ramani, also wanted to get a sense on where tier 2, tier 3 city job additions are happening and what's the nature of those sectors which are hiring right now.
Yeah. So tier 2, tier 3, in fact, manufacturing is doing extremely well. Now, telecom, retail, consumer verticals are also doing well. BFSI, as I mentioned, BFSI is also picking up. So these are the segments I would pick as the top 5 where we are seeing tier 2, tier 3 is also contributing. Also, another interesting trend, what we have been seeing over the last 3-4 quarters is that the net new jobs in terms of organized jobs, I'm talking about only the formal jobs, net new jobs are getting more and more new jobs are getting created in tier 2, tier 3 cities and towns over the last 3-4 quarters compared to tier 1 and metros. So like just to give you a numbers perspective, if I take TeamLease's own hiring numbers, 2 years back or maybe 18 months back, 70% of the new open positions for organized jobs used to be in metros and tier 1 cities, and only 30% used to be from tier 2, tier 3. Now, over the last 4 quarters, this trend has kind of flipped the other way around. Almost 70% of the new jobs, organized jobs, are getting created in tier 2, tier 3 cities. And that's also because of some of the initiatives which the government is kind of introduced, like ELI schemes for both employers and employees and other initiatives. So they are definitely helping expansion of organized jobs, formalization of employment in tier 2, tier 3 places.
Okay. Ramani, from a pivot perspective, AI is coming at us at a brisk pace. Do you see a very wide-scale adoption of AI, or is it currently concentrated among the top corporates? Is that how it's playing out? How's the trend playing out? And as a result, what could the labor force or employment data look like maybe over the next year or two? Will there be a significant impact on freshers coming in and on the kind of skills that will be required? I'm just trying to gauge as to what should one do as an individual in this kind of an environment.
Oh, AI is going to be adopted across all levels, all sizes of companies, and across all kinds of jobs. So it's only a matter of time. But having said that, we have a very different perspective on the kind of impact it can have on jobs. Definitely, there are certain jobs that are going to get disrupted big time. As we spoken earlier about IT-related certain fields are definitely going to get disrupted. But for rest of the jobs, as of now, we are seeing that AI can help improve the productivity. And one of the biggest challenges that India is facing at entry-level jobs, like at fresher-level jobs, is mainly the skill gap, productivity being very low compared to the global levels, or even compared to the management expectation, corporate expectation. There is a huge gap. So these AI tools can help freshers or semi-skilled or unskilled workers to be more productive in their work, or maybe their training timelines can be crunched using some of these AI tools. So that's definitely going to help both on productivity enhancement of employees, as well as to some extent margin enhancement for corporates as well. And the kind of jobs, the kind of roles may have some kind of shift in the next 2 to 3 years time frame. But as of now, we are seeing AI is going to be a positive for a large number of jobs. Definitely some sectors are going to get disrupted.
Okay, Ramani, thank you so much for coming in and speaking with us. And of course, wishing you a very, very happy Women's Day in advance.
Thank you so much. Pleasure.
All right, what we'll do is slip into a very short break. We'll continue speaking to corporates on the other side. Stay with us.